When Caitlin Clark sank that 47-foot birdie putt on the back 9 at the Wnba Pro-Am, the crowd didn't just cheer, they froze for a heartbeat, stunned by what they had just witnessed. Caitlin Clark, already a legend who has rewritten basketball history, had just smashed a golf milestone that had stood unchallenged for years. Within 24 hours, Tiger Woods broke his silence. And this wasn't a casual shout-out or a polite nod of recognition. Tiger Woods, the most analyzed and scrutinized figure in golf history, her score, a 61, the lowest ever recorded by a non-professional female in a sanctioned Pro-Am, a Guinness World Record obliterated. But beyond the headlines and accolades, there's a deeper story here. This round wasn't just about golf, it revealed the blueprint of championship DNA, the same mental architecture that makes Caitlin Clark unstoppable on the basketball court, now taking over an entirely different arena. If you care about the story behind the spectacle, hit that like button now. It shows you're here for more than surface level hype. You want the real breakdown. Let's cut through the noise and dive into what really happened that day on the course. For months, fans have been saying Caitlin's athletic brilliance goes far beyond basketball. Her court vision, spatial awareness, and unshakable composure under pressure aren't just basketball skills, they're elite athlete skills. And at the Wnba Pro-Am, it became undeniable. What she accomplished wasn't impressive for a basketball player trying golf. It was world-class by any measure. Golf legends who witnessed it are still searching for the words to describe it. But before we dissect the record-setting round, you need to understand who Caitlin Clark is when the cameras are off. This performance didn't appear out of thin air. Growing up in West Des Moines, Iowa, weekends weren't only for basketball camps and AAU tournaments. Her father, Brent Clark, an avid golfer, would take Caitlin and her brothers to the course constantly. She was swinging a driver before age 10, and by family accounts, she approached golf with the same obsessive intensity she later brought to basketball. Caitlin once said in an interview, "I loved how golf challenged me mentally. It's just you, the ball, and the elements." No shot clock, no defense, just pure focus. Pay attention to that phrasing. That's not casual hobby talk. It's the same mental toughness that allows her to drain game-winning threes with 5 defenders collapsing and 20,000 fans screaming. Blocking out everything except execution isn't basketball DNA, it's championship DNA, and it's transferable. Even throughout her record-breaking years at Iowa, she would quietly appear at charity golf events. Observers noticed her swing wasn't casual. It was smooth, powerful, technically precise, the kind of form professional coaches spend decades trying to perfect. During her WNBA rookie season with the Indiana Fever, golf became her mental refuge, a way to escape relentless media attention. But at the Wnba Pro-Am, she elevated it to a completely new level, and context matters here. The Wnba Pro-Am isn't a casual celebrity golf weekend where participation trophies are handed out. Named after Annika Stam, one of golf's all-time greats with 72 LPGA victories and 10 major championships, this event pairs professional golfers with high-profile athletes and celebrities for charity. And Caitlin Clark didn't just participate, she dominated. Most celebrities who show up at Pro-Am events are just trying to make it through 18 holes without embarrassing themselves. Caitlin Clark didn't just survive, she completely rewrote the narrative. From the first tee, the crowd was there for spectacle. They wanted selfies, they wanted entertainment, they wanted to see basketball royalty step onto a different stage. But by the 9th hole, the entire atmosphere had shifted. This was no longer about fun or novelty. Done. This was a masterclass being delivered in real time. On the 7th hole, a 347-yard par 4, Caitlin unleashed a drive that landed just 10 yards shy of the green. Let that sink in. A 337-yard missile, perfectly struck with flawless trajectory and roll. Commentators were visibly stunned. One even said on air, "This isn't just impressive for a basketball star. This is an elite golf swing. The distance, the control, the technique, every element screams thousands of hours of practice that no one knew about." And she's only getting started. The back 9 brought her most unforgettable moment, that 47-foot birdie putt, curving like one of her signature deep three-pointers. The crowd erupted. Shouts of "Let's go, Caitlin!" echoed across the fairway. Her playing partners that day, Nelly Korda, the world's #1 female golfer, and Brooke Henderson, a major champion, were left in genuine disbelief. These women, who have dedicated their entire lives to perfecting golf, were stunned. Nelly Korda later later remarked, "We're watching her sink putts from distances we struggle with, and she's treating it like a casual Tuesday morning warm-up." And Annika Sorenstam herself, the host and golfing legend, approached after that 47-foot putt and said, "You just made that look way too easy." This wasn't polite celebrity praise. It was recognition from one legend to another. When Caitlyn finished her round, the scorecard told a story no one saw coming. A 61. Not just the lowest score ever by a celebrity participant in the event, it officially became the Guinness World Record for the lowest score by a non-professional female in a sanctioned pro-am. Obliterated. But the story doesn't end there. This wasn't just a record-breaking round, it sparked a cultural ripple that's still spreading. Within 48 hours, the LPGA's social media channels gained over 300,000 new followers. Replays of the Annika Pro-Am on Golf Channel shattered viewership records, and perhaps most revealing, countless young fans, especially girls, started showing interest in golf for the first time, many citing Caitlin Clark as the reason. One fan tweeted, "I started watching golf just because Caitlin played. Now I'm hooked." Another wrote, "Caitlyn makes golf feel cool. I actually want to pick up a club." The pattern is unmistakable. Caitlin Clark doesn't just excel in individual sports, she transforms entire landscapes. Basketball attendance records broken, TV ratings through the roof, merchandise sales exploding, and now golf's popularity surging. Everything she touches evolves into a cultural phenomenon. Drop a comment right now. What sport should Caitlyn try next? Based on what we've seen, the possibilities are limitless. Your engagement fuels these investigations, and we want to know your thoughts. Analysts have started calling it the Caitlin Clark effect, a proven phenomenon where her presence elevates entire leagues and events far beyond their traditional reach. This isn't hype. It's measurable impact. LPGA insiders have publicly admitted it. One source told reporters, "We've never seen engagement numbers like this from a single participant. Caitlyn brought in an entirely new demographic, not just for her own content, but for women's golf as a whole." That's the difference between a star and a cultural force. Stars shine bright. Forces reshape the entire landscape, and the story doesn't stop at the round's final putt. Once news of Caitlyn's golf world record spread, the response from legends across multiple sports was immediate and unanimous. Nelly Korda, currently the world's top-ranked female golfer, shared in a detailed interview, "Caitlyn's swing has flawless rhythm, immense power, and an almost uncanny calm. I'm not saying she should turn pro, but she could legitimately compete at high levels." This wasn't media-trained flattery, it was a genuine technical assessment from someone who recognizes elite skill when they see it. Annika Sorenstam took it even further, describing Caitlyn's performance as a masterclass in focus and adaptability under pressure. Pause for a moment on those words. Focus and adaptability. These aren't just golf skills, they're the very same traits that made Caitlin Clark the most dominant college basketball player in history and one of the most impactful WNBA rookies ever. Excellence isn't bound by a single sport, it's transferable. The mental framework that allows her to sink a game-winning three with 5 defenders collapsing is the same structure that lets her drain a 47-foot putt in front of thousands of spectators. The basketball world reacted with equal intensity. Sue Bird, WNBA legend and 4-time champion, tweeted, "She's literally rewriting record books in another sport. This is unreal." Steph Curry, known for his own serious golf skills and annual charity tournaments, chimed in, "I see you, Caitlyn. Welcome to the Basketball Golf Crossover Club." Curry didn't stop at praise. He personally invited her to his next charity event, promising a mixed team format that instantly had fans buzzing. The thought of 2 of basketball's greatest shooters facing off on a golf course? That's must-watch content waiting to happen. Then came the response that elevated Caitlyn to a completely different level. Tiger Woods himself weighed in, not through a PR statement, not a vague social media post, but directly. Athleticism and focus like that transcend sports. Congratulations to Caitlin Clark on an incredible round. When Tiger Woods, the most scrutinized and decorated golfer of the modern era, publicly recognizes your performance, you've officially entered a new stratosphere of respect. This wasn't courtesy or celebrity fanfare. This was earned acknowledgement from one generational talent to another. Here's where it gets even more intriguing. Multiple insiders hint that major golf brands are exploring potential partnerships with Caitlin. While still unconfirmed, the breadcrumbs point to something remarkable. Caitlin Clark could become the first athlete in modern history to secure major endorsement deals spanning both basketball and golf at the same time. The commercial potential alone is staggering, but even more than that, it signals a shift in how athletic excellence is valued in 2024. Caitlin's dominance isn't confined to a single court, league, or sport. True excellence is transferable when the mental foundation is strong. Her clutch composure, sinking game winners in hostile arenas, translates directly to executing long putts under pressure. Her spatial awareness, threading impossible passes through traffic, applies equally to reading greens and judging wind angles. The obsessive preparation that made her a college basketball legend is the same preparation that produced a world record golf round. You were right months ago when you noticed Caitlin's brilliance couldn't be contained by basketball alone. Her court vision, her decision-making under pressure, her ability to elevate everyone around her. These aren't basketball-specific traits. They're the hallmarks of a once-in-a-generation athlete, someone whose fundamentals are so elite that greatness translates across any arena. The sport itself is just the stage. True excellence transcends the game. After her record-breaking round, Caitlin told reporters something revealing. "I just wanted to have fun out there. Golf relaxes me and gives me a mental break, but the competitor in me never fully shuts off." Listen closely, there's a lot packed into that statement. That's authenticity. That's a competitor who thrives on challenge. No matter the arena, basketball, golf, or anything else, her drive to excel isn't situational, it's ingrained. The ripple effect of this moment goes far beyond one exceptional scorecard. Young athletes witnessing Caitlin Clark are getting a lesson in universal excellence. Mastery in one area can absolutely translate to another when the foundation is built correctly. Mental toughness, relentless preparation, genuine passion for improvement. These traits produce success no matter the stage. Caitlin isn't just rewriting record books, she's redefining the limits of what's possible when elite talent meets unmatched work ethic across multiple fields. So what comes next? If she can shatter a golf world record in what is essentially her downtime while simultaneously transforming professional basketball, what other barriers is she about to break? Speculation is already running wild. Will she enter more high-level golf tournaments? Will other sports start inviting her for exhibition events? Will she push into entirely new athletic territories we haven't even imagined yet? One thing is certain, the world is watching, and expectations have never been higher. To keep up with every twist in the Caitlin Clark phenomenon, subscribe and hit that notification bell. This story is far from finished. And the next chapter could be even more extraordinary than this one. We're tracking every move, every record, every cultural impact she sparks. And in the next video, we'll explore how the WNBA is responding to Caitlin's expanding influence beyond basketball, and why some league insiders are quietly concerned about what this could mean for the future of the league. You won't want to miss that breakdown. The Caitlin Clark era isn't slowing down. It's accelerating into uncharted territory. This is what happens when championship DNA meets unlimited potential. This is what transferable greatness looks like, live and in real time.